guys, happy Monday to everybody. So yes, I am wearing my gray leopard pajamas for you today. Why? Just cause I can. We're potentially supposed to get snow a little bit later on today. And I just wanted to be cozy and basically be like Stella, because Stella wears her pajamas all day, almost every day. So anyway, she's down for a nap right now, and I just got finished getting ready really quickly. And today I wanted to show you the first of a two-part series. This first part is going to focus on skincare, so like face and body, and then the next video in this series will be on what I do for my hair. So as you can tell from the title, this is all about the best products to use during the fall and winter months. Most of us who live in the northern states and Canada land have had the heat on for quite some time, at least the last couple months, because it's been getting colder. And the end result of that is that everything on my body, from my hair to my face to the skin on my body, has been completely drying out. And there have been some products that I've used that have just been working so well for me. So I wanted to be able to share those with you. So today's video is all about body care as well as face care, in terms of keeping your skin balanced and looking healthy and feeling good and not tight and itchy and dry. So I'm going to go ahead and start with face care. So one of the first things is that even during the fall and winter months, when my skin does get a little bit drier, I still continue to exfoliate, because there is nothing worse than going to put on your makeup and having dry patches everywhere. So the two products that I use to exfoliate are, one is the Freeman Feeling Beautiful Facial Polishing Mask with charcoal and black sugar. You guys have heard me talk about this a lot. I really love this product. During the fall and winter months, I don't so much use it on my face in terms of a mask. You can certainly do that by applying it and leaving it on for about 5 to 10 minutes. But I just use this in the shower as a quick scrub. And I'm really gentle when I'm applying it to my skin, and I rinse it off right away, and it just helps my skin feel really smooth again. So this has been fantastic for that. In terms of general cleansers, I still continue to use my L'Oreal Go 360 Clean Exfoliating Facial Scrub, but on days where I'm feeling particularly dry, I will actually just use the Purity. And the Purity Made Simple by Philosophy is just a really good basic cleanser. It has never made me break out. I'm pretty, I would say, acne prone, sort of. Not like aggressively acne prone, but I do break out, you know, if a product tends to irritate my skin. This has never irritated my skin, and it's just a good way to freshen up my skin without stripping it of all of the moisture that it has managed to retain somehow. So just on its own. So this is fantastic for me. A lot of times I'll just use this in the mornings or at night if I'm feeling like I'm just really, really dry. Instead of just using this to clean off my eye makeup, I also use it to clean the rest of my face. And I use it on my face with my Clarisonic. And this is another item that I think is a must-have. It's a must-have for me year-round, but especially during the winter months, because again, like the facial polishing mask from Freeman, this is another great way to gently exfoliate your skin. I use the Deep Pore brush head. There's lots of different options. If you have really sensitive or delicate skin, they actually have sensitive and delicate brush heads as well to choose from. This is the best investment I have ever made for my skin. It helps to keep my pores clean. It gets all of the makeup off of my face at the end of the evening. I only use it in the evening. I use it on high on the 2-minute setting. And it just has made such a huge, huge impact on my skin. This is a must-have for me, and especially during the winter months, to help exfoliate dry patches off of my face. In terms of masks during the winter months, I don't do them quite as much. When I do, I'm still using the Fresh Umbrian Clay Treatment Bar. I've had this for a few years now, and it's still going strong. This is not a cleanser. This may look like a bar of soap, but it's actually a bar of clay. It's hard. And what you do is, after you wash your face, you basically just rub this bar all over your face. Leave this on for about 5 minutes and then rinse it off. I do think it's important to still do a mask maybe at least once a week or once every 2 weeks, just to help draw like excessive like impurities or oil that may be happening in your skin that shouldn't be there. Now, after I use this, I always make sure to use a really good moisturizer on my face. And I recently discovered, just in the last, couple of months, using an oil on my face. And just as a reference point, normally my skin has been extremely, extremely oily. And I never thought that I would use an oil-based product on my skin, but I can tell you that it has made the biggest difference. It has balanced my skin so much. So I'm going to show you a couple of options here. The first two are from Josie Maran. They are the Argan Oil in Light, and then just in the regular formula. I use the regular formula for around my eye area. The regular is a little bit heavier. The light is great for those of you who tend to be a little bit blemish prone or who don't need quite as much moisture. So both of these are absolutely fantastic. I love, love, love both of them. I cannot say enough good things about them. And just recently, I also picked up the Fresh Sea Berry Moisturizing Face Oil. Now, I have only been using this for a few days, but I am totally in love with this as well. I need to use it for another week or two to really kind of build like my comparison ideas between these two, because I know that there are some people who cannot use the argan oil because it does make them break out. Now, I've done quite a bit of research, and apparently the sea berry, so the sea buckthorn oil, tends to be a little bit better for those who are blemish prone. So anyway, either way, both of these work amazingly well on my skin so far, and I have found that oils have been really the most ideal way for me to get extra moisture into my skin. And where I do have like actual dry patches, which for me tends to be on the corners of my mouth, I also have been using the Josie Maran Infinity Intensive Creamy Oil. Now, this is basically, it has argan oil in it, but it also has a blend of essential fatty acids and vitamin E. This has a Vaseline consistency, and you just need the tiniest little bit, and I will basically rub it between my fingers, and it turns into an oil at that point, and then I just pat it on my dry areas, and this has been fantastic for that. So this I will actually use during the daytime as well as in the evening. So this is another product that I highly, highly recommend. This was a small sample size that I got with a Josie Maran holiday set, which, by the way, I still see those holiday sets like in stores. I know they're sold out online, but if you go into especially your the Sephora inside JCPenney's, they always have so many more of the sets than like my standalone Sephora does. Like, they don't seem to sell out as fast. I don't think as many people know about the Sephora inside JCPenney's than they do the standalone Sephora stores. So quick tip for you there. I've still seen those sets available, and I've been tempted to pick up another, but I have resisted. So there. Anyway, eye care. So on top of using the regular argan oil around my eye area, I will also kind of alternating days use the Egyptian Magic. Now, Egyptian Magic is something that I use both on my face as well as on my body. So this is kind of one of those like dual purpose products for me here. I will use this around my eye area as my eye cream. It is just a really thick paste almost, and it turns into an oil when you rub it between your fingers, and I basically just pat it around my eye area. It leaves that area so moisturized. It's much too heavy for the rest of my face. Those of you who are really dry may actually benefit from putting this all over your face and your neck, but it's a little bit too much for me. And I also use this on my body where my eczema patches are getting really, really super dry and irritated, and it works wonders on that. This is just all natural ingredients in here. It basically has olive oil, beeswax, honey, bee pollen, royal jelly extract, and then bee propolis. So just amazing stuff, and the fact that it's all natural is obviously a good thing, and it works well for so many different uses for me. So this is fantastic. Now, it's just my all-over moisturizer for the daytime. I still only use the Olay Active Hydrating Beauty Fluid Lotion. This is enough for me. Somebody who is maybe a little bit drier, I think you could absolutely add just a drop of your oil, And that would be enough to basically beef up your like everyday lotion that you maybe use during the spring and summer, and that works really well for you, but you're just finding that you need a little bit of extra moisture during the fall and winter months. So this works great for me, and that's what I've been using. It's been fantastic. So let's move on to body care. So in terms of what I use in the shower, so for the longest time, I've been using the body washes from the Body Shop, and these are actually soap-free, and these are non-drying. I really like the Satsuma because this is one of my favorite scents from the Body Shop, but there's lots of different scents to choose from. The olive oil is really nice if you want more of like a spa type of scent. You know, if you want something more florally, maybe the moringa would be nice for you, but you know, the fruity options, floral options, spa type options, you have them. But this is fantastic because it doesn't dry my skin out, and I can use this all over, and it works really, really great. So this is the body wash that I prefer to use. Now, getting out of the shower, this is the part that's always kind of tricky for me. So what I've been doing to kind of help when I forget to put on some of these other things that I'm going to show you is right before I get ready to get out of the shower, I've been using a body oil. So I wash my body, and then I basically just apply an oil and kind of like rinse it off just a little bit because these can be a little bit heavy. This is the Burt's Bees baby oil, baby bee apricot baby oil. Sorry, it's a mouthful. And this, it smells amazing. It does smell like apricots. This has always been just a favorite scent of mine. But I basically use this all over my body, and then I'm able to wash my hands in the shower and get all of the oil off of my hands, so I'm not like getting it in my hair or on my face when I'm applying my facial lotion. And that has been an excellent step to locking in the moisture. And then if I forget to apply like my body butters, then my skin doesn't feel tight all day. Sometimes I can be in a little bit of a rush because I only have a limited amount of time while Stella is taking her nap. And so I really have to like make sure that I put something on my skin. So that is sort of the first like step in terms of moisturizing my body. Now, most days I will also use a body butter, and body butters are really super important to me because my skin is so much drier during these fall and winter months, especially the winter months because we have the heat on all the time. And two that I really, really love. The first one I have talked to death on my channel. It's the Trader Joe's Coconut Body Butter. One, the consistency is fantastic, and two, the smell is absolutely phenomenal. It smells like you're rubbing yourself down with coconut frosting. It absorbs instantly. It just makes my skin feel so nice. It's great with my eczema. This is a vegan product. It's completely cruelty-free. There's a lot of the ingredients in here are organic. It's a great product. If you have a Trader Joe's near you, definitely go check this out. You can also find this on Amazon if you don't have a Trader Joe's store near you. So there are ways to get this. In the Trader Joe's store, it's only like $4.99. So you're going to pay much less if you're able to go to a local store than you would pay on Amazon. But it is worth paying a little bit extra to be able to try this. It is absolutely phenomenal, and I love it to death. Another brand of body butters that I really like that are maybe a little bit heavier and a little bit greasier are the ones from the Body Shop. So this, for instance, is the coconut body butter. I have a thing for coconut, if you can't tell. It smells phenomenal. It's very rich, very moisturizing. This is something that I actually only mostly use in the evening because it is so much heavier, and I just feel a little bit too, I guess, greasy during the day. So this is fantastic. I also like the fact that the Body Shop is cruelty-free. They are against animal testing, so that's a good thing. But just the smell of these products is fantastic, and just the heavy moisture that they provide is fantastic during the winter months, especially if you apply this right before you go to bed and then put on your fleece pajamas. Sleep through the night, you will wake up with just the softest skin. So body butters are really my favorite way to go. You know, regular body lotions are fine. It's good if that's all that you have, but remembering to actually apply them is the big tip. I know that like you can get into a rush and you start, you know, like just getting ready in the morning, and then if you don't apply your body lotion and you're running out of time, that's the first thing to go. It is with me. So it's really important, if you can, try to make time for it, because that is going to it's just going to make your skin feel so much better throughout the day. I know that for me with my eczema, sometimes my skin just gets so painfully dry that it actually hurts. So one of the things that I like to do is I also have this cocoa butter moisturizing stick from the Body Shop, and it's basically just solid cocoa butter, and it smells good. It kind of smells like chocolate, and I can just rub it on the dry patches and it gives them a little bit of extra moisture. Again, it's another awesome thing to have. If all I was able to do was put on the baby oil before leaving the shower, then this is just that quick extra thing that I can do even if I am in a rush. So I highly, highly recommend these cocoa butter sticks, even if you only get one at like Walgreens or Rite Aid. I believe that Palmer's maybe makes these as well. They're a little bit smaller. I like the size of this because my eczema patches are pretty large, so it just covers a bigger surface area for me. But you can also use these on your elbows, on your knees. Just an absolutely fantastic product. I have one by my bedstand that I will use at night as well, right before I go to bed. So that's amazing. Speaking of the eczema, what really works for me is I've gotten, hydrocortisone creams from my doctor, but for some reason, the one that works the best out of all of the cortisone creams that I've used is this one from the Cortisone 10. It's the Maximum Relief Intense Healing Lotion for Eczema and Itchy Dry Skin. And this has Restora, which is apparently a bunch of botanicals and vitamins A, C, and E. This is a hydrocortisone cream. I use this just in the areas where I do have my eczema. The worst is in my upper arms. So I will use this. It makes it go away. All of the redness, all of the dry patches go away. So when it's really bad, I will also use this. I try not to use it every single day, but honestly, most days during the fall and winter, I need to use this just because my skin gets so dry. And the thing about eczema when you have it is you have to keep it moisturized, because if you start to let it dry out, that's when you get those ugly patches. And I mean, it's really unattractive. It's to where I can't wear short sleeved shirts because it just looks, it doesn't look as bad as like psoriasis, but it's like dry patches that are just, I just want to scratch them, and it's not good to scratch it because then it just spreads. So anyway, I have found this to be super helpful for me. And then my last tip is for your hands. I actually showed this in my Friday favorites. My favorite hand cream is the Curel Advanced Ceramide Therapy Hand and Cuticle Therapy. And this is a cream for dry, chapped hands. I put this on at night, and then I put these pink gloves, pink fuzzy gloves, which go great with my little outfit here, on, and then I sleep with these on. These are aloe infused gloves, and these are from Earth Therapeutics. I just found these at my local Fred Meyer. I have seen them at Ulta. I have seen these at, drugstores like, Fred Meyer. They're everywhere. But these are just fantastic because they help to lock the moisture in, and the fact that they're also infused with aloe is really helpful. Aloe is obviously very soothing to dry skin, and it's just an easy thing to do right before you go to bed. You kind of look like a crazy person with the gloves on, but Craig has seen lots of things. Lots of crazy things that I do, so this is probably the least of my insane beauty rituals, but it just works really, really well. So I think that is everything. Hopefully that was helpful for you in terms of product suggestions. Most of these things you can either get at the drugstore or at Sephora or Trader Joe's or, at the Body Shop in the mall. So drugstore or in the mall. All of these products should be readily available to you. The only one that might be kind of tricky is the coconut body butter and possibly the Egyptian Magic. Egyptian Magic is another thing that you can just buy on Amazon, and totally worth checking out if you haven't checked this out, either for an under eye cream or if you have eczema. It is great for it. It is really, really fantastic. So anyway, let me know if you guys have any questions. Look for the hair portion of this particular series to come maybe at the end of next week. I am having my surgery on Wednesday, so the day after tomorrow, and I'm hoping that if healing goes nicely, I'll be back to doing just regular beauty videos within the next couple of weeks. I'm obviously not going to guarantee anything. I've never had a major surgery like this, and I don't know what, some people tend to heal quickly and some don't. I'm hoping to be one of the people that heals quickly. So anyway, look for that portion to come out, or that particular video to come out maybe in the next like week and a half to 2.5 weeks from now. So I hope that everybody has a fantastic start to their week. And if you have any questions, definitely leave them down below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.